What is your favorite tournament game of all time that you played, dude?
I mean, I don't know. It's like kind of hard because like I have some games which are like really crazy, but if it's just like a random week of a tournament, it's like it's like less, I guess, than when you play in the playoffs. All
Yeah.
those games obviously mean more to you, right? Like that's a. But I think the best game I ever played was like I think it's probably just something from Smoke on Tour playoffs. I think like most of those games I pretty much played flawlessly. Like I was doing like triple and quad switches and like I only dropped a game of 2 games of black white. I beat everybody else in every other tier. Like Gen 6, Gen 7, I stomped everybody. So I think if I had to answer, it'd probably be something Gen 6. Or that game where I doubled with the Crawdaunt, or I doubled with the Amoonguss on the Crawdaunt. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yes.
On the finals. I think the Chimp
Yes.
recorded it. It's one of
Yes.
those two. Uh,
Actually, you just reminded me because I had an answer, but then when you said chimp recorded it, you gave me another answer.
that hill beatdown. That's what I'm
Poke,
saying. Some games you like really can't forget. Like
dude,
it's like super iconic.
that was my undefeated World Cup run, man. Like that game versus Hill,
Facts.
taunting the Tyranitar after it get up Stealth Rock because you know it's Brazilian and it's gonna go for Thunder Wave.
No, you had
Like,
some strong teams there. I remember you played FLCL, and that was a really strong game. And you had
oh,
a
that
Heracross
was
Talonflame.
Talonflame, the god.
Nah, that was a crazy game too. You like Gen 6 was a really precise gen around that time. That meta, that's why everybody glazes that meta. They're like, this is the best meta ever.
There was a lot of good stuff happening in that. I think one of my favorite tournament games though of all time is OST versus BKC back on Pokemon Online. Pokemon Online, yeah. So like he
What
told
year is
me
that?
to join OST. This was I think this was Gen 5. He told me to join OST, and then I ended up getting him round 1, right? Which is like okay, of course. Like
Sure.
why not? Why not? So I get Kevin round 1, and I built the teams with my friend Mike Deck is here, who goes by I think
Nah,
Styles now.
that's a super throwback. Shout
Mike
out Mike
is
Deck is here.
yeah. They go by Style or something as well. Michelle now.
Shout out to
But
Michelle.
they we built a team, right? And the whole thought process behind building teams back then, man, was something different. I don't know. Just like going and calling, maybe it's the PO team builder or whatever it was, but like going and call with friends and building teams for tournaments were definitely way different. I didn't play a lot of smoke on tournaments, if any, back then either. So
No,
I
we
get
didn't start playing. No, we didn't start playing on Smogon until 2013, 2014. That's a fact.
literally like I think this is one of my first ever. I got BKC and we're building a team. We decided to build a rain team, and
Okay.
rain is infinite in black and white, right? So you can do multiple turns. So we put a Garchomp on this rain team, and we're trying to decide our last move. And they say, what if we put Fire Blast? Like we were going back and forth on it the whole time, like what was good in the tier, what we want. And he said, what do we put Fire Blast? It was like on a rain team. I was like, that's like what's going to get Kevin, because Kevin won't expect Fire Blast on a rain team on Garchomp. And this is where I infamously let my YouTube viewers know about the timer trick on Showdown or on PO, where if you wear
Oh,
down the
that's a
timer
classic. That's a
and you make
classic.
it
That's a
and you make people
classic.
think you're thinking, that means you don't have what you have. And what happened was in the battle, he ended up having a fortress. He's fighting my Garchomp. I go for EQ as fortress comes in. I do 20 something percent. Rain
This guy
isn't
had
up yet because
this guy
he's
had
running sand. He's BKC.
this guy had Fire Blast in the rain. I
Yeah,
remember this
exactly.
this garbage.
Yeah.
No, that's an iconic video though. You had to be there.
I was like,
You had to be there
I
for
literally told him, let the timer wear down. And I hit it with the Fire Blast. I land. And Kevin even talked to me about Fire Blast in the rain.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that tech was not patched for many years after Joe bestowed it on us. We were spamming every tournament game, every ladder game, and it took a while for that to get patched.
People
No, but
still, I still wear down the timer sometimes.
timer dynamic will always like exist and evolve in different ways, which I guess is something that people don't think about as much in Pokemon.
Pokemon's a
Like,
psychological game, man. Like that
yeah,
timer.
even clicking fast so they can't get back the timer. And so you can also bluff that way too. If someone
Yep.
clicks something immediately, we're gonna register it as, oh, okay, this guy didn't even think twice. He's obviously Scarf, and then they bluff in some they set up and you're like, holy like I just got cooked.
It can
Would that
also
really be
work.
happening?
It can also work against you though, right? Like if I
Yeah.
pick my move so quickly and Op is taking the whole turn, you know me, I'll cancel click, cancel click, cancel click. I end
Nah,
up
it can
locking in the
happen.
move, but it definitely
No.
can work
What's it
against me.
for? It goes both ways though, right? Because like if you use up too much timer, then your opponent can put you in a situation where they don't let you regain said timer.
Exactly. But I think the best way to use timer in battles is at preview. I think that preview, SPL when we were on the Tyrants together, I think the only time my timer ever got low was at preview, where I'm writing down
Yeah.
notes and taking on the entire game right there, right? And after that, I just went.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because you can also map out what everything is gonna be on the opponent's team.
For
Like you can look at a team
general game
after you
plan,
play so much. Yeah. But that's also what I mean. Because if you know if you take your timer, like whatever 60 seconds in the beginning to break down what the sets on their team is gonna be, then you're not gonna really need timer the rest of the game because you already kind of know what set everything is because you analyzed it beforehand, and then you can kind of just play because you're like, okay, well, I already know the Dragonite's DD for sure, judging from the team. Or I already know this is this, so I'm gonna play like this accordingly.
No, I agree. I agree with you completely. Like, there's obviously always, especially in Gen 10, there's always, okay, what Terra is this? What Terra is this? What Terra is this? And I do think that there's only like one Mon that I constantly guess with, and that Mon isn't even Gambit, right? I think that Mon is only Dragonite right now. For me, that I constantly don't
Gambit's
know.
always fairy, anyways. Like it's literally always fairy or ghost, and they
It's
do this.
very
And they
what
do
I don't need it to be, bro. I told you I fought Terra Electric Thunder Punch the other day, man, and I was like, what's
Terra
going
Electric
on?
Thunder Punch, what?
Dragonite.
Oh
you're
yeah, yeah.
You're talking about Gambit's always fair. Yeah. Gambit feels like
Yeah.
a fairy or ghost all the time now.
No, but D Knight is like, okay, oh, it's actually ground. Looks like I have lose.
Yeah,
Like,
if it's because it ends up being ground or ends up being
ground, fly, fairy, all same viability.
The fact that you have normal as
but
well is there that you still have to worry about too. Crazy.
I just don't like how bunkered up your crib is. Shout out to Rocket Made.
It's not my
Chilling.
fault.
Nah, Joe's house is a 90K per year rent in NYC. That's a fact.
you damn right. I got the gray plus brown pattern. That's exactly what I'm going for.
We gotta really analyze this.
I'm going for in a gentrified building in a stupid area. Makes no sense. Makes the entire rest of the place go down.
Beautiful, beautiful crib.
Check out the Cobblemon server using my link down below. I was thinking about Hugo's tour game the other day.
Which game?
Where they loaded up the NU game in finals with Ludicolo and stuff. Okay, I gotta know. Well, we gotta give him a little backstory actually. Yeah, so our friend Great Bastard guys was in OST, right? The official Smoke On tournament. You play rounds and you battle, right? And
this is our Michael Jordan, by the way. This is our Michael Jordan.
This is my boy, man. A lot of great moments with him.
This guy's literally Michael Jordan, all right?
So he's in OST, and he plays before the round, like, is officially up or whatever. I have no idea how the hell he got his opponent or whatever. But he loses in that. But because technically he didn't play after the time you were supposed to play, he ends up getting a do-over, and he ends up crushing his opponent. Obviously, there's some controversy.
This is the stupidest decision of all time. They said because you played before, there's like a predictions contest.
Yes.
And apparently it's like a pretty meaningful thing. And I think there's like a prize or whatever. But the point is, they were like, oh, you played like before predictions. And so they made those guys replay.
Which obviously worked out for Hugo because he ended up winning the entire thing.
People were really mad. But here's what I'll say. You can't hate the player, right? You got to hate the game, the players.
No, I agree. It's not Hugo's fault that they made a stupid rule.
When bro lost the first series 0-2, he brought the same team. Then he brought that exact same team again for the rematch for a total of 4 times. And but in the second fight, he 2-0'd. So I don't know how the dude first whooped that ass 2 times, smoked Hugo.
And then he's like, nah, it's not. It wasn't the team. It was me in those games.
Yeah, I don't mind like a phone ladder sesh. Dude, I used to have I had a period where I loved laddering on my phone. It was like 2024.
Not the driving account though. Not the driving account.
Driving account I keep under 1500 so I can,
so I can play without hurting people.
You know what I'm saying? But no, for real. I had like a 4 or 5 month period where I couldn't stop phone laddering. And I was like high up on the ladder too. I guess it makes you quicker. And like, cause you're playing without calcs or whatever. Yeah. But the most annoying thing is that sometimes you will just disconnect if you check another tab or go to another app. You
literally will disconnect. I actually do exclusively phone mocks for draft. Because so I'll build my team, right? And obviously, I have to save it somewhere because I don't have an Android. I have iPhone. And then that thing will, like you said, everything will close out. But I'll do exclusively mocks on phone where I don't do any calcs and stuff. Even though it's funny because when I play my draft games, I will calc. But it's just so much easier to play people and get games over and over and just focus on the game and what went wrong in it. Oh, they're picking Brout. What star are you picking? What star do you like? I don't even know if you're getting the game.
I probably will get the game. I like to support local business. Actually, I need a new line. I've been
support my local business is crazy.
I've been spamming this line since Gen 6. I need a new line. It's getting corny. I'll figure it out. I probably will buy it. but I won't play it as a thing, so I don't know if it's worth it. Like I will play it, but I'm not gonna finish it. Like I know one. Actually, bro, I don't know. I should. I mean, like, it's like Mons, so like, nah. I'm not gonna buy it. Sorry for that roller coaster. Sorry for that roller coaster I just put you on. The thing is, it's so far out. Like if it was coming out, like
it's 2027
in the next 4 or 5 months, then I'd probably tell you yes. But I don't know if I'm gonna be caring about it. And like, I mean, when it comes out, it's obviously gonna be a big deal, right? Like,
you guys heard it here first, guys. This is Blunder's last year of Pokemon.
Bro, I don't know what to tell you, because Za was eye-opening for me. It's not that I didn't like Za either. In fact, I liked the combat form of Za, but I got tired of Za pretty fast. It's not
for you, man. You like competitive.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know, but I don't even know if Mons games are for me really like that, like the OGs anymore. Because I liked Legends Arceus, but I watched Swave play it. I don't mind watching someone play it, but I don't really care too much for all the story mode of Mons and anymore. I still like ROM hacks like a lot, but that's because they're more focused on battling. At least that's the ones I like. Fair.
Also, I feel like your style, you like the old school style, man, as well, right? Like,
no, I definitely do. Nah, but that's the thing. I played Luminescent Platinum, and it was a very enjoyable experience because that's a platinum difficulty hack with like megas and over BDSP. Like it looks beautiful. It's really fun. And it's actually really enjoyable to like watch a battle. I'd be like, damn, man, this must be how Hayden feels uploading Wi-Fi. Mad good.
Dude, that's how I feel doing draft, man. That's why draft, I mean, obviously I do the showdown stuff for Pokeaim Plus, but I like draft almost exclusively on Wi-Fi because it's what bringing me back to my roots, you know? I can't just upload a Wi-Fi battle.
Nah, literally, I mean, bro, like we all started playing Wi-Fi, which is like,
dude, I would still do Wi-Fi to this day if the timer was regular.
Nah, like, dead ass, bro. I played Wi-Fi only for like, yeah, bro. I didn't even start doing PO lives until maybe like a year and a half of playing Showdown. I mean, not Showdown, PO. Maybe like a year. Yeah, no, I think it was like dead ass like a year and a few months. And then finally, I started like actually uploading PO. Like I played PO obviously, but it wasn't like the YouTube norm to upload PO lives like that.
Nah, OLT was a different beast, bro. You know they'll still try and snipe.
Nah, OLT is demonic. I only tried that one time for a reason.
Told you. I mean, everybody. Oh,
Then got boomed by Stalin playoffs. A tough life.
OLT is literally the most annoying thing to ladder. It's also the toughest time to actually create content. It's the most shite to
watch.
It's fun to snipe people.
Nah, it's too shice to watch too. That's my favorite tournament to watch.
It's easy screens because you can just commentate fire games because the quality's so high.
I love watching the games.
I need some. The servers.
Also, the tournament playoffs is always crazy good. I love seeing BO3 between good players. It's like the best. Now OLT's, I can't wait to watch OLT again and record that. I had so much fun following as many games as I could last fall. It's just too entertaining.
It's like permanent ZA tour.
It's dead ass permanent ZA tour.
Rep Schmeedy.
But everyone's 100 times better. In fact, we need more tournaments.
Dude, I was like, I'm in my tournament arc, bro, and there's nothing for me to join. Like, I wanted to join. I wanted to join Smoke on Tour. I didn't realize that starts 17 months from now.
Smoke on Tour is a big commitment.
What region are you guys going to this year? I'm gonna try and go to Indy, but it depends on the meta. If the meta's not like
W catch incoming.
If I can't use Pokemon Champions, if it's the same Scarlet Violet, I'm not going, and I'll just push it to the next tournament I can go to. You know, I don't want to go there to play Scarlet Violet VGC. I want to play Champions VGC. Oh, and nobody even knows what the format's going to be right now.
Mega's format for Worlds would be crazy and extremely weird to switch up to that extent. I know, that would be like dropping a bomb on everybody. Being like, yo, we're mixing the Terra with the Mega. Either get with it or get replaced. What do you think?
I think that, like...
We used to have Mega and Z, so maybe we can do Mega and Terra and it's okay.
I think Mega and Terra... What if the Megas can Terra?
Don't do that.
Wait. I want that. Bro, I go for Swords Dance Mega Lopunny, then I terastallize into a fighting type, and then I go for my Mach Punch in close combat.
Nah, bro, there's no way you're allowed to evolve and then also... That make no sense, bro. Because then what if you Terra'd, but then you Mega'd after the Terra? Then what the f happens to your type? Like... Nah, there's no shot. There's no shot. Pokemon has had
that's how I used to play.
Has had the, what's it called? The consistency to not let you double up on mechs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we had Megas and Zemu, so you could do one and the other, and they're obviously
you can do one and the other, exactly.
Well.
Terra should have been a item. Whatever.
Oh my god. Megazord Y clicking Gmax Wildfire. Terra should have been an item. Would actually be a really
Nah,
cool
I'm loading up that.
restriction.
I'm loading up that
Thank you, Phil.
Vocalith. We were using that when we were playing Gen 8.
Oh, the
Ran.
Colossal Gmax. The Vulcan.
Nah, all G moves are too shiest.
I think
The fact that
everybody's
it's
but.
Eternal
I like
Magma
everybody's but
Thorn is-
Urshifu's. Urshifu's just goes through max guard. Like I don't care about that.
Nah,
I'd rather
found a replay.
I'd rather have the water set up.
I found a replay of mine from early Gen 8 the other day, and I had a G Max Machamp, and I was down 4-1, and the opponent said, "Yo, play with G Max play with Dynamax or no?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, we're playing with Dynamax!" And I turned into Super Machamp, and I won.
Wait,
from
you were down
1-4.
They said
Yeah,
you
and
want
then,
to.
nah, but it's so funny because bro was like, "Yo, we playing with Dynamax or what?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, we playing with Dynamax!" And then I reversed his ass.
Wait, how could? Did they not Dynamax themselves, or like you just beat them down anyway?
I think it was like when Dynamax was allowed, and so sometimes folks would be like, "Yo, do you want to play with Max or no?" I'm like, "Nah, you're not about to ask me last turn." Like, nah, but that was actually pretty fun because I have a lot of replays of myself playing with Dynamax, and I was
Dude,
like,
I
"Damn,
love Dynamax. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah."
Bro.
I mean, it was fun for a month because it was like playing with OM, but then when it got banned, it was like, "All right, time to buckle up."
For me, it was more so like I just started understanding. Like I didn't just start understanding, but I was like
Understanding, you can understand that one day. Stop the
no,
cap.
no, no, no,
Stop
no,
the
not
cap.
understanding how it works, but understanding when is the best time to do it. Like I started max guarding when I knew they'd max, right?
Oh yeah,
And I
to get the
canceled
one
out.
extra turn, and then
Yeah.
they're good.
Dude, I remember I have so many clips on Twitter and in videos where I was just styling on people, man, with like Ice Cube and with like things like that. I love Dynamax and Rambats.
Copper Raja, bro.
Dude,
I gave that guy a
Gmax move
career.
needs to be a real move.
Nah, that move is cheap. Steel Spikes is jokes.
Bro, if they gave that move to Copperaja exclusively, I would literally use that mon in OU. Why
Nah,
not?
brother. Nah, that guy was dead ass broken. That guy was getting up Steel Spike and Stealth Rock in
Yeah,
one
my
game.
first team
you know how
would be
you know how
Copperaja,
fucking heinous
Cleavor,
that is?
Samurott.
Bro has 2 hazard moves, but then also the god coverage with heavy slam power
And,
whip.
and it has Whirlwind too, which is
Temper
really nice.
Flare. Nah, back in the day, that was the greatest time I ever had with Raj. I was going dumb stupid with that. Dude, I missed that. That was
Day
really a
one of
nonsense.
Gen 8 meta when Max Knuckle, which is 95 base power, was 140 base power, and you could knock out Rotom with it after a water move from Barraskewda. Crazy times.
No, to Pokemon's credit, maybe it just happens when you get too many Pokemon and too many gens. But I feel like they had a really strong run. I mean, obviously, with the succeeding generations, like I felt like 5, 6, 7 were all like very, very fun in their own unique way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like pretty. Yeah, I feel like it stopped around the time 8, and that's not me hating on 8 because I don't mind 8. I like playing that. But like there was like really explosive metas up until that point.
I think the
And
issue
very
with
like
8,
dynamically changing.
I think the issue with 8 was that like so 7, for instance, we have Z moves, right? 6 we had Megas. So we had insane power to deal with the power creep. Then when it comes to 8,
mech,
we ended up banning the main mechanic, which is the way of dealing with all the demons. And so our OU tier becomes this convoluted thing of Pokemon that are too powerful, Pokemon that are not too powerful. We end up banning so much of it. And then we just ended up at this metagame that's like stable, but kind of boring to watch for a lot of the thing. And I think a metagame should be fun, at least.
They should have just been shiced and banned. What's it called? That fucking heavy duty boots.
Oh, boot. If Gen 8 might be the only generation where I think boots should be banned. I agree with you.
Nah, boots is actually low key stronger in Gen 9.
No, I agree. But I hate them in Gen 8 because I hate seeing all those mons come out with boots. That's why I never.
Yeah, I get it.
Dude, you know what mon I miss? I want Melmetal.
Yeah, Melmetal would have been shiced.
He would have been banned with Terra probably.
Nah, I would have protected him.
You would have protected him?
Nah, just getting banned for sure.
Dude, there's no way it couldn't be, bro. Terra Steel, banded, and you just get a kill. That's it. Come back in, come back out.
That's ugly cheap. We need Victini back. But Streets were telling me Victini wouldn't get Bolt Strike, so it might be dog shit.
Would it have Fusion Bolt?
Nah, it's the same shit, right? Event move. Why did they get rid of event moves? Why the f are you giving us event moves to take them away?
I think the whole thing is that like they want people to be able to use, like to be fair with what they could use, but like that obviously.
Nah,
doesn't
bro,
affect
that
us
is
'cause we're
fair.
not playing-
That is
we're not-
fair.
We're not playing VGC. But that's
Give
that's the whole argument for champions
give
too, bro.
Raymond Quaza V-Create. Like,
Rayquaza deserves it. Also, just on a separate note, give Mega Sceptile Draco Meteor. It's not gonna make it better, but I want it to have it.
I think there a lot of people were floating the hypothetical that champions will now be the new like way to play competitive and in-game will steer away, but I don't think that's true. I think Gen 10 is going to be turn-based, and maybe it'll be a mid to end of Gen 10 thing if they really try to get rid of the traditional turn-based, but I don't think so.
I don't think they're going to get rid of turn-based, but I think they're going to be able to focus more on story and stuff because they don't have to focus as much on the battling aspect of it. But I will say on that regard, like that's kind of worries me in a sense because I want champions, I want a battling simulator for me to play, but I also want my game to look like the latest Pokemon game, you know, up to date and look
I
solid.
mean, I feel like for me, it's like if champions becomes the new, like they start saying like, okay, this is where all competitive, like this is where competitive happens, and then we don't have it in game. That means generations are over as we know it. That would mean Gen 9 OU is the last
Yeah,
generation OU. Then
yeah.
what? It's just
And it's all
champions
champions OU and
season,
then champions
champions
season.
season 1, champions season 3, champion reg whatever. I think having a generation defined is really like a good feeling. It
I
lets
think
you
it's
slide
important
between
too.
yeah, it's just like it's just consistency's sake. So I'm really hoping Gen 10 still has turn based so that there can be a Gen 10
Oh, for
metagame.
sure, dude.
Like I like the way you can tinker with every generation and you know it's always constantly evolving. But that'll change if we just have like I don't know. I don't believe in the
I don't want the graphics to also just be downgraded for like a mon. Like if I see a mon, it looks beautiful in Gen 10. Like I don't want to have to look at whatever champion's model it is, unless they update them. But I doubt it. They continue to update them. I'm sure they're making them in a way that they could just make every Pokemon look this way.
yeah.
We'll see though. I want to be able to. I'm sure we'll be able to battle, but there might not be the official ladder that matters. Kind of like how in not Legends, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, it had its own ladder, but it didn't actually count towards anything. So I'm sure that'll be something that ends up happening.
Yeah.
Obviously, Gen 10 and all that stuff is going to depend on Smogon or whatever eventually eclipses Smogon, which I don't know if anything will ever come out, but who knows.